Sanders and Prime. The beautiful fucking story it is. And Prime, he visited his baby yesterday. And yes, I said baby, because I'm a fucking father. And I'm telling you right now, my children gonna be my babies until they can't listen. They gonna always be my babies. So Prime, you went to go see your baby yesterday. Or the other day. I don't know when. Been a couple days, but you seen him. You went to go see him. And thanks for Well Off Media for sharing that with us in awesome fashion as he always give it to us. Bucky, thank you for that content. Because it was so awesome. And my reaction to that awesome piece of work was this. I think everybody watched it wrong yesterday. I think everybody watched it wrong. I think they did. I really, really do. Everybody was watching Deion go visit his baby. But I watched Shedeur Sanders say, Daddy, I am a motherfucking man and I'm at work, nigga. And Prime said, I don't give a fuck. You my baby. And that was beautiful to see. This was not about football. This was about watching your motherfucking son become a goddamn man. This was a different Shedeur I saw. A different one, and I loved it. But Prime said, nigga, you my motherfucking baby. I don't give a fuck. It was just an amazing fucking dynamic to watch. It was, and it was on full-on display. I had a few observations. And goddamn, first off, I want to start off with this. Coach Prime had that shit on, y'all. I'm just telling y'all what it is, my nigga. That nigga Prime had that shit on. And what I'm talking about is them fucking shoes. Now, I don't know. I got to do more research. But are those the new Primes? Is I don't know what, my nigga. Bucky got that shot of them shoes. I say, yo, my nigga, how you still like that right now on an off day? This was an off day. This was, I'm just chilling. Y'all know Prime about 60 or some shit like that. Got a signature shoe by Nike, and that shit smashed. Bro, you know how, you know what? We not even finna talk about it. You know how fly you gotta be, nigga? To be like 60 something? You know, and maybe he younger than that. I'm just saying. But let's just say, because we adding sauce. For you to be 60 something, have a signature shoe with Nike, and that shit smash. Do you understand how cold of a nigga you gotta be? And the nigga ain't got no fucking toes, bro. God damn that. Man, you know what? Let me stop. That was my first observation. My second one is he came in so fucking respectful. So fucking respectful. He didn't come in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, who fucking with my... Nah. He greeted Coach with respect. He kneeled down. He was like, yo, my nigga, this your shit. My nigga, this your kingdom. This your kingdom. Man, Coach said, man, you don't get your fucking ass up, you great ass motherfucker. You Hall of Fame ass nigga. If you don't get the fuck up, nigga, I'm just me. Nigga, you are you. Don't do that. And I love that, bro. I'm going to tell you why I loved it, man. Because I'm not trying to throw shade at nobody. I don't even want to call out the names or anything. That's not what I want. That's not what I want this to be about. I want this to be about men having confidence, bro. That coach could have been intimidated by Prime, and he wasn't. And I'm forgetting the nigga name right now. You know what? Hold on. We finna be ghetto. I'm finna go look that hoe up right now. Cause I know it, but I just wanna, let me just be ghetto. Let me just be ghetto. Cause I know it, cause he was coaching the Baltimore Ravens. Todd Monken. There we go. I just had a brain fart. When you're doing this shit, you be like, damn. Coach Todd Monken greeted Prime with confidence. He greeted Prime saying, hey, humbly, there's no, I don't want the cameras around. None of that shit, bro. He respected the vibes. Deion came in respectful, like, hey, my nigga, this your kingdom, nigga. I'm just a dad watching, you know what I'm saying? I'm just here. And he let it go down. This did not become a media circus because some people was leaking the shit out a certain way because they have, you know what? I'm not even gonna go in there. I'm not gonna go in there. I'm not gonna do it. But the main fucking thing of the story is that this nigga Prime showed mad respect. Get on this again. Show mad respect, bro. Mad respect. And Prime said some gangster shit, bro. Prime said some gangster shit, bro. As he was walking on the field to go see his baby play, he said Shedeur sent him the schedule. He said, man, and I knew exactly what that meant. He said, that was my baby's way of saying, Daddy, come see me. And Prime said, you got me fucked up. He got on the plane and went to go see his baby. And then he dropped another nugget, bro. He said, man, I love on my kids, bro. Because they ain't gonna have to go out to the world and search for their love. But the other key thing he said was this. I love them as much as they allow me to. Y'all see, this the stuff y'all ain't getting, my nigga. Y'all not understand. He said he love them as much as they allow him to. You see that? That's a wise man. That's a wise man. Because sometimes you could love something that don't want you to love it back. And then you become overly, I don't know. You become overly obsessed with loving it. And that could be that could take you somewhere you don't want to go. But yeah, he said it and I said, damn, my G, I like that. I like that he showed up for his baby. And I like the way that he supported his baby. He said, man, I don't know when I'm going to have the next time to see my child. I don't know when. So I got to pull up. And see, let me tell y'all about support, right? Because this is what support looked like. Deion is a head football coach at a D1 program, right? His son said, text him the schedule. But I'm sure Shedeur is like, man, if you can make it, you can make it, whatever. Prime made it his priority to pull up. Prime didn't be like, well, I got my own football shit going on. Nah, he didn't go there. He just pulled up. And they both doing the same shit, but he still pulled up. They both trying to win football games, but he still pulled up. And then he said, yo, my nigga, I ain't get that text last year, bro. I ain't get that. I got it this year, though. Took advantage of that shit. Went to go see his motherfucking baby. And look, he got to the point where he saw Shedeur, right? He saw Shedeur. And when he seen Shedeur, as a parent, bro, you can't, me, I'm just saying, man, I feel him because I just put myself in his shoes. And he seen Shedeur, they talking it up, they chopping it up, now Shedeur in work mode. Prime like, hey, my nigga, I just love you, nigga. I can tell you want to just hug the nigga, kiss him, but he couldn't. I mean, he didn't, because Shedeur was like, hey. I'm locked in right now. I got my routine, nigga. I'ma see you when I see you, nigga. Go take your ass on with this bullshit. You gonna fuck my shit up. You know what I'm saying? And Prime, Prime didn't let down as a father, but he also respected him at the same time. He didn't say I ain't gonna show him no affection or nothing, but he just like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? I got you, my nigga. It's all love. He didn't force the moment. He didn't make it about himself. And I said, damn, man, like, that's crazy. But this was a big thing for Shedeur, because Shedeur could have been like, oh, that, he could have, but he didn't. And I was like, this is different. This is different. And Deion, look, bro, he stayed out the motherfucking way. He was in the stands. You feel me? He came on the field like afterward, but he was in the stands. All Bucky was on the field. And listen, Bucky, I'm gonna tell you what I loved about your editing work, bro. Is that, yeah, this is Shedeur, right? Like, you are there to see Shedeur. But when you showed the practice, you showed Gabriel, Deshaun Watson, Shedeur. You showed everybody highlights. You didn't just show Shedeur you showed everybody. And to me, I recognized that shit. That was a good signal, bro. That was a good signal. That was awesome. I see, man, that nigga Gabriel, he came out that bootleg one time, bro. That naked boot was, I say, yo, that nigga kind of got some speed on him. And I love that, bro. You got everybody. I was like, you know what? I fuck with that. I fuck with that. Cause y'all could have did it a certain way. How, like, put it like this here, bro. I don't have that image about y'all, bro. But it's a lot of people that want to stick y'all with a certain stigma. And the fact that you did that, it just it's like you made it harder for them. And I appreciate that. But after practice, one thing I noticed, Deion told Shedeur, he said, man, you ain't got your chain on, my nigga. Dog, Shedeur was like, hey, nah, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm telling you, dog, this looked like a different motherfucker, bro. This Shedeur is Shedeur. Shedeur is Shedeur, bro. But this looked like he was resetting the parameters with Deion. It looked like I listen, I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what it looked like to me. I'm giving y'all my reaction. It seemed like he kind of was parent, like Deion is the parent, but now he's teaching Deion exactly what he needs from him right now. And that is a big thing. I like to listen to my kids with that. You tell me what you need. I'm not going to force myself on you. I'm not going to force a bedtime on you unless you show me that you need a bedtime. But nigga, if you get your motherfucking ass up every morning by yourself, make straight A's without a bedtime, nigga, I'm not wasting my fucking time on that shit, bro. Sorry I went on a tangent. I'm just telling y'all because it's got to me because I love my motherfucking babies. I'm telling you, and I love this father shit. So watching a father be a good father is nothing. I just love it, bro. I fucking love it, bro. Because as I watched Deion, I said maybe the biggest accomplishment for a father is realizing, bro, that your child doesn't need you the same way anymore. You're not losing your baby. You just winning as a parent, bro. That's all. That's all it is. That's all it is. You just winning. But I tell you one thing, that nigga Prime is still the freshest nigga in football. That damn cowboy hat chain, that nigga still the freshest nigga in football. Hands down. The freshest nigga in all of football is Prime Deion motherfucking Sanders. And everybody bro, I'm telling you, everybody watched that nigga Prime be a father, and I got caught up in it too. But I watched Shedeur set the parameters and change the expectation of what he expects from Deion. And I felt that was powerful. And let me tell you, whether this isn't, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But maybe, just maybe, Todd Monken has a lot to do with that. And the real sign is this: Deion allowed it. Y'all gonna quit fucking with me, man. So, Bucky, thank you for that content. Well Off Media. That's why I watched that video to get that analysis. So that's that, bro. I man, thank you for putting that shit out because that shit was beautiful. And I subscribed, and I hope that I get to watch more of that shit because that shit was tight.